So guys, I just wanted to make this quick video to explain why I don't make Red Pill content or why I wouldn't brand myself as a Red Pill content creator. And that's very simple. I've listened to Red Pill content for quite a while. Not necessarily because I'm like a hardcore Red Pillar, but I like to hear what everybody has to say. And I've found that some of the principles in Red Pill do work in real life, right? So things like dark triad, things like I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but generally Red Pill I think does have some usable, applicable advice. My problem with Red Pill is because I've watched a bunch of these content creators over the years. You quickly run out of new things to say. Like there's only so many things. There's only so many ways you can say the same thing. Because like Red Pill at the core is about male-female dynamics. We only have two genders in this discussion, and there's only so many ways you can express the same idea. Like eventually you're gonna end up saying the same things over and over again. And I think maybe you guys have noticed that too. If you watch any of these Red Pill content creators, even when it comes to self-improvement, when it comes to dating, when it comes to all these things, it's just over the years they've just made the same videos. They just do it spaced out. So they'll make a video this year about this is why you shouldn't do X, like let's say cold approach. This is why you shouldn't do cold approach. A year from now, they'll make another video saying this is why you should do cold approach. Like they'll do juggles like that because you just run out of things to say, So one thing that I noticed some of these Red Pill content creators doing to stay relevant is they'll stay up to date with the latest gossip. Like, for example, when Gisele Bündchen cheated on Tom Brady, they were all over that. And they were just picking the whole thing apart through the lens of their Red Pill. And that's just giving them new material to sort of apply their Red Pill ideologies to. And it's kind of, once you've said everything there was to be said about Red Pill, like once you've presented your whole idea of male-female dynamics, the only thing that is left is real-life case studies. So that's when you end up looking for TikTok videos to do reactions to, or waiting for celebrity dramas to happen, like when Will Smith went and slapped that guy and they were all calling him a simp. And it's like, at that point, you're kind of like just begging for scraps from like the world to give you that so that you can like make something out of it for your Red Pill content. And it's kind of not the state of existence that I want to be in, right? So again, I have to reiterate, I'm not saying that I am or that I'm not Red Pill. I'm not attacking the Red Pill. I'm just saying that's the limitation that I see with making Red Pill content. Yeah, so that's a big one for me because like I don't want to have that limitation, right? Yeah. It's like if you brand yourself as a Red Pill content guy, you've only got so many things. You've got fitness, you've got dating, you've got money, muscles, and game. That's like the trifecta, right? The money, muscles, game. That's Red Pill. Yeah, sorry about that. Do you not get bored to talk about the same things ad infinitum, like forever? I just think, and I think at some point the world's gonna move on from Red Pill. Like, there's a phrase called integrate and transcend, meaning at some point you've heard the message, you've heard the truth that they're trying to say, and you've taken it on board, you've seen examples of it in your own life, you've embodied it, and now you're ready to move on to bigger and better things. It's just kind of sad to just stay in the same place for your whole life, never evolving. And that's what I think Red Pill doesn't, if you're like a quote unquote hard Red Pill content creator, it doesn't leave a lot of space for you to approach other topics, right? Like eventually one day you've got enough lays under your belt to where you're ready to do something better with your life, right? And I just think Red Pill just will always stay in that space of let's get as many lays as possible. You know, it's like let's make as much money as possible. Like, fair enough, you should probably do that, but at what point do you move on to the next thing? And that's the thing with Red Pill, it doesn't. It's just always the same thing, just said in different ways. So yeah, that said, I will be approaching topics on my channel that Red Pill would also typically approach, because why not? But I'm not going to brand myself as a Red Pill guy. I listen to these content creators, I'm like, God, enough. Like, I've heard it a million times. You're just saying the same thing in different words. Just like, move on, you know? Yeah, anyway, so that was my quick afternoon rant. No personal issues with Red Pill, though. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.